Well, folks, you can see we are starting this video a little bit different. I want to bring in the Napco, no, not the Napco, the 59, the Apache, and we're going to do a bit of work on there. But in the meantime, you kind of seen I got the steel rack, well, you didn't see, but I pulled the steel rack off. I'm just going through what is, I feel is still good steel to keep, and then a lot of it's just scrap. Going to go around back of the barn. We're going to dump that stuff out. There's still plenty of stuff to organize. I'm just trying to fit things everywhere. Unfortunately, I was running around because I wanted to do work on this wheel a little bit. I somehow must have thrown away the pins I had to hold this thing on the wall. So that's kind of crappy. I've been digging around. I can't find them anywhere. I'm sure I have them, but maybe they somehow accidentally made their way into something scrap-wise. Which is kind of unfortunate, but we can work around that. We can make something. Not a big deal. Because I was going to put it on the wall right there. There's a nice stud, so I can kind of do that. We can fold it and then kind of lay the toolbox against it. And that would be a win. What else have we got here? Well, I'm sure there's lots of interesting things, but there isn't. Anyways, I'm going to rifle through this stuff here quick. Dump it, move it. I have that steel rack still by the other barn, or by my sheds there. So I'm going to put whatever good steel over there. And then we'll be able to drag in the truck and start doing some work. Over here we have, these are some of the parts for the 54, so they can stay in. I got a few other project parts and things, so I think I'm going to move them. Just try to clean up the corner some more, just for room. We're just trying to fit all of my junk in here. All right, enough babble. Let's get started.
Alrighty, we already got my first distraction. Carl's coming out next month, so just gonna hook him up with a set of wheels to go cruise around while he's out here. Anyways, I was having some tight steering, so I'm coming up with a creative way to heat up that idler arm. What it turns out happened is the bushing, or the seal, is that right? I don't know. The sleeve went bad and it filled up with water and stuff, I guess, driving it all winter, causing the arm to like almost seize up, so it won't take any grease. So I'm just trying to heat it up to get it loose so I can clean it, and we can put another boot on it and then put it back together. Try to get it to pound it full of grease. Other than that, the rest of the car is looking good. Gonna put a few miles on it before he shows up, make sure there's nothing going on. So anyways, doing that quick, then we're gonna pull the 59 in. Kind of just getting distracted with all kinds of things. We got that, and then I'm working on my plasma table over here while that's heating up. I could use my torch, but my hoses aren't long enough to reach way over there, and I don't have a cart yet, so I'd have to spin my tanks out. I'm like, we'll try that torch, it should be fine. Anyways, I am working on my Z-axis for my plasma table, and I got to put a little box together here for my electronics. Just printed something off. We're going to put that together. I got this. Turns out I have no springs for this. This is where my torch would sit in, and then we can kind of do our thing there. So 2 of these bolt holes line up, but 2 are like out to lunch. So I'm going to make a plate that bolts onto there. Then this thing can bolt to that, and then the torch should go to there. This thing, one of the micro switches, will go into there, and then when it touches the table, this will go up, hit the switch, tell it that it's zeroed, whatever the offset I give it, and then it kind of just does its thing. That's the plan. Yeah. Lots of little things going on. Anyways, once that heats up and loosens up, takes some grease, I'll be able to kick this car out. And well, maybe we'll take it to town today, because we're gonna go do some shopping and stuff. So why not, right? I haven't used it this winter because we had the Napco, so I didn't feel the need to put this car on the road. All right, finally got the truck in. A little messy in here, so we got to make our way around and figure that all out. But at least we got the truck in, it's up. We're gonna finish putting this motor in. I want to get it running. Hopefully we'll pull the tank out. Hopefully we can get it to run on its own fuel system. Get that in. If things go well, I'd like to get the brakes all done on here. I've ordered new shoes, lines, stuff like that. So I want to get that out of the way. Right, puppers? Sound like a plan? That's our goal. Yes. Staring at it, but yeah, we got to do some cleanup. All right. So I don't know if I've mentioned this. Well, I know we've talked about it probably on the second channel. Maybe we have yet, maybe we haven't. I want to thank Peter ZILA and JC Smith from JC Smith Projects. Peter ZILA is from USAWeld.com. He does these HTP welders. So between JC and Peter, they basically hooked me up here like extremely well, beyond what words can describe here. HTP hooked me up with a MIG welder, a plasma, and a TIG, and some consumables, stuff like that. I got a very little seat time with any of it, but the stuff is awesome. I used to use a lot of Lincoln, and well, I would use anything, honestly, but this one's weld's really nice. I don't know the settings, so I haven't played with it yet, so I'm not really going to go in depth with any folks with any of this yet till I got more seat time with it. And the TIG welder, I have literally just turned it on, hit AC, and I welded up an oil cooler for my dad on the farm on a swather, and it just worked. I was actually super impressed, happy with that. Second shipment of stuff that came in was, who is it all there? Well, it was from CUTTERUP Rob, I think it is. I'm gonna link his channel here somewhere. He reached out, and then because he works with WD-40, and then WD-40 hooked me up with an extreme amount of stuff, which is super awesome. I want to send a big shout out to those guys. I want a huge thanks. That is awesome. So I don't have stuff where to put it yet. We're gonna figure that out. But we got a lot of stuff, which is awesome. So I'm just doing a little bit of cleanup around here, and we're gonna get started on the truck. Oh, I didn't mention, we did get the panels. I have to go around. We got the bits for around the windshield. I still have to get a windshield, but we'll at least be able to start tackling the rust. So that's pretty much where I'm gonna start trying out that machine and see how she goes. Doing some sheet metal. I did a little bit of heavy stuff, and it was great. I was happy. Whoops. I was happy with it. But I was lazy. We bought the patch panel, so I'm gonna do a panel up on the inside here, and then we have the smaller one for the outside. So we'll see how easy that goes all in. Need a little bit of door adjusting here. Well, I think it's due to a lack of support in the door here, but all right. Anyways, I'm gonna clean up for a bit and then we'll get started. Well, now I'm starting to feel this is turning more into a shop update video than a build video, but actually I'm pretty happy where I got the shop right now. Been a lot of cleanup and organizing, but I realize I've never given the tour. So over here we have our welding section, and then our workbench. This is our general table where we hold stuff. A bit of our metal fabrication corner. Storage. Some different metal fab. We haven't used this at all yet for much other than storing stuff. That is like electrical and brake stuff. More tools. We got fab. This is the entertainment area. This is where I sit and watch TV or play music. That's where we dispose of our sandwiches. when we're done with them. And that is the grand tour. We're done. Anyways, we're gonna get started here. First thing I'm gonna do is, the motor was just hanging in here, so what I gotta do is get under here. We're gonna shuffle it down. There's 2 mounts on either side of the transmission, so you can see the rubber mounts there. So we gotta get those stabbed back into place. We're gonna hook up the clutch, and then I gotta dig around. It might be in the truck or something. I gotta find the shift linkages and stuff. I have the truck a little bit forward, so it's not terrible to work underneath. You kind of jump on this little stool, and for the most part, the fella can kind of get around under here. Not too bad. Trying not to bang their head on all the sharp bits. Anyways, I know we got the clutch all hooked up. That one's all good. So from over here, like I say, we took all the linkages off. Oh yeah, I got to get a bolt into there yet. I realize I haven't done that. This clutch linkage thing, I'm gonna have to wiggle around. We'll figure this all out. Get her pushed into place. Gonna get her drive shaft on, motor mounts, start buttoning up stuff under the hood. Oh yeah, it'll happen quick. Should fire, and I'm really hoping I didn't screw this up and it's a smoky mess too. All right, yeah, let's get started. Well, drive shaft's in, transmission's bolted down, speedometer cable's in, the lower linkages are in. I have the upper linkages on, but I realize I don't have, there's a bushing on top we need, and I don't have cotter pins. Like the simplest thing. I don't actually have any of those. How silly is that? Anyways, guess I'll have to do a run to town. Not right now, but I'm just gonna finish kind of stringing out the wiring here. And I've got a couple of these buttons. We're gonna kind of run this loosey-goosey around. We'll put the generator on. I want to run the generator, put it back to generator anyways. I'll have to find the carburetor. I think that's back there somewhere. Stick that on. Hook up the fuel lines here. And we'll wait for some paint to dry. Once that's dry, we can put that stuff all back together, and then, well, we'll be a couple steps closer. Get a few things off the motor here and paint a few more things. Yeah, getting there.
Well, we gotta find out top dead center here. I think I got everything hooked up. Fix that up later. All right. Get me a bar. Alrighty. Right there. I don't even know where my timing mark is on this thing. Can't quite get it, so let's do it again here. So that's one way down there. I guess so. It's definitely not the nicest of rad caps that I got here. Survey says, oh yeah, I guess so. Cool. All right. Air plug back in there. Check for spark. Make sure the points work on this distributor. I'll give her a shot of gas, and that's probably about as far as I feel like working today. Nice and clean. Okay. Spark. Survey says, is this arcity arc? Negative. No spark. You know what? I don't have sandpaper. Oh, I guess I'm done for today. Not much I can do. Well, one last thing to try, I guess. I guess we can just try the Mordski flick there and see if we can get some sparkage in there. Whoop. Boy, that sparked way up there. Wow, there. Sucker just wants to arc around there. Oh. Mint. Mint. All right, let's put it together. See if she fires. Look at that. Look at that thing. Look at that thing sparking in there. Good show. Guess a new set of wires are in order here. I guess I'll just hook it up to the original pump and we'll see what happens. We do not have the fuel tank hooked up yet. But I will hook up the electric pump and we'll see if it goes. Do we have gas? Please just go. Okay. We have gas action. leaking all over the ground. Dang it. Just a crappy hose clamp. That's not so great. Thought I smelled gas. Just in the wrong place. Well, let's see. Give her a little shot of the giggle gas. See if it wants to cooperate. Well, no smoke. That's good. Doesn't want to feed gas though. So I have to look at that. But I don't feel like doing that tonight. That's a tomorrow problem. All right. Well now, there was, I don't know what that is. Maybe this is a different carburetor, I don't have a clue, but that was full of garbage. So if this is the carburetor I had on the motor, man, kudos that it actually ran before a couple weeks ago, because it's junk. Or it was full of junk. I honestly think it was a different carburetor and I'm not sure where that one is. Anyways, we'll get this all back together, prime it up, see if she fires up. I don't see why not now. Even when I did the plunger on the side, it actually kind of like puffed out of the top of there, so I think we're doing okay. I know some of you folks like a real-time video and not the time lapse, but I'm not that interesting of a person. I can't entertain you the whole time while I'm working. Alright, well now, let's see if it takes some fuel and fires up. Alright, give her some prime action. We're still running our fuel tank. Our jerry can. No idea if it's taking any. Got a major exhaust leak. What? Wind. Gonna see if it's charging quick. Does not look alike.
right, well, I gotta close the door. The sparrows are trying to make a nest in here. I don't think I really mind them, because I'm pretty sure they're eating all the bugs. That said, they like to poop on everything, so that I don't enjoy. So this thing runs great, just trying to burp it. But it runs good. I think the accelerator pump is kind of buggered, but that's all right. Let's see here. See if we can single foot this for you. We're still running that pump. I haven't torn mine apart yet. Gotta do the other foot. It's pretty awesome. I tried tightening my exhaust and then I broke the bolt. So we'll have a little bit of work to do there. I'm pretty sure I need a donut. Anyways, I am, I'll turn this off here. Anyways, I have the car, I actually like the car air cleaner better, but I know the truck one's just got the one on top. This has the mount there, so I'm gonna put the car one on. I just gotta clean this up here a little bit, put some paint on it. This is the lower part, it's kind of scuzzy, so we will clean that up really quick, put a coat of paint on there, bolt that together. That's not too bad, other than my crap luck. I got to, I guess I'm gonna have to break the other one. They're both gonna break. We both know that. We all know that's gonna happen. Then I guess I gotta go underneath and drill it, which is a whole world of suck, but whatever. Not a big deal. We'll do that really quick. Then I think I have an elbow, and we can kind of run off and do just a simple muffler. I think I got a really crispy thrush muffler I'll go put on here from the shop. We'll just stick that in there, hang it somewhere, to be fine. Give her a little bit of a rumble, right? Maybe it'll sound like crap and I'll just find a regular exhaust. We'll find out here. All right, well, I'm gonna let that cool for a bit and then I'm gonna lift it up, and I guess I am stuck drilling out those. Not a big deal. Not a problem. Well, that's not too bad. Other than my leaky exhaust, I got to get a donut for that. We got our muffler in there hanging. It's not straight. It's kind of tied on the hoist right now, but I am pretty happy with that. I didn't get as far as I thought I would this round, but hey, it's a little bit of progress. See, look at that car intake. It just looks nicer. The air filter. I like it. I don't know. There's not much different, but I do think it looks nicer. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get as far as I thought I would in this round. I was hoping to get to the brakes and stuff, but just other things got in the way here. Still gotta pull that fuel tank out. I've noticed it seems to be dripping a little bit out of the fuel pump. Like you can see a little bit of spoots on the ground there. So I don't know if the pump is bad. I'm not sure. So I've ordered a click-clack pump. I might steal the one I got in here. We'll put that one on. I think next round we'll have to pull the fuel tank out and just make sure that it's not, like if it's good, that we can put fuel in it. I'll steal my fuel pump and we'll mount that thing underneath here somewhere. But I guess we'll actually get all the brakes working on it. I know somewhere here, I have my brake parts, my list of parts back there. I got some of Austin's parts for his Buick, and we got some brake parts for this one. So we'll get our brakes on there, get that done, and see if we can get started with some rust work. Get this brow fixed up. I think I showed you before, but we did get these patch panels. So we're gonna be pretty easy peasy. We're just gonna get those things in there. That is the plan. Anyways, folks, as always, I want to thank you all for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Later.